With another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts episode, and no, not Ultimate Admiral, Rule the Waves 3 I mean, and the enemy is out for a negotiated peace, not let them get off lightly. New Japanese torpedo bomber is rumoured to be faster than ours. Of course, they can have a look at it. So request proposed for a new torpedo bomber with bomb load and range as our new requests on that. So there's still another turn left till we get the design study for our new armoured cruisers completed, which those are being done squarely for the fact that we can then convert the old armoured cruisers into carriers. Historians are going to look back on this and, like, in this reality, historians are going to look back and be like, Admiral Fraser was, Admiral Silent became known in his later career as being a fanatic of aircraft carriers. Seeing that he converted every single hull that could become an aircraft carrier to an aircraft carrier. So essentially it's when a ship gets outdated, we lessen its outdatedness by no common ground was sound. Between Russian and Japanese. Okay, quick design rework to see if there's any new stuff here. Okay, we are 2 tons overweight, so do that. Do that. Do that. There. Fire control's not the best. Oh, we have an improved director. Okay then. Save and finish, yep. Turn on you guys. Fleet morale is at 0, unrest level is at 3, which is the lowest it's actually been unrest wise for a while, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so that design study should be completed, then we can start building those ships. Although I'd probably wait a few turns of that just to count for right. Construction of 6-inch batteries are completed. Crew counter flooding. User liability. Conversion to full-size carriers. Huron has gone down. Okay. Go to the build screen is we can now start the construction of 4 of those. 4 of those guys, and we can maybe begin the conversion for the Hurons, surviving Hurons, in a bit. But that also means then that North Carolina's rebuild is going to end up being null and void, because she's going to be then having to rebuild again to be converted into a full carrier. So Russia is having problems, it seems. Ohio under construction, out of turn, yes. Better in China and Oklahoma, yes. Destroyers up to 1,500 tons. Patrol aircraft sunk someone. Russian ship has hit a mine and sank. It's good for us. Okay, so the Finland will be out in this next turn. Air groups wise, they're all rebuilding, so we have fighter and naval patrol aircraft set. Coastal fortifications, proven bases in Alaska. Let's expand Dutch Harbour's airbase, because that's the airbase that's going to need extending. Finland has entered service. There's no good or bad things about it. Get their building and thing there. Okay, Japan have lost an AMC. We can wait till they're ready. So yeah, Finland is on the workup. We've now actually got a good battleship fleet. Lexington and New York have completed their refits. Okay, so new torpedo bombers. Range and speed's better, firepower is the same, maneuverability is better, toughness isn't. I'm going with the Constellated experimental torpedo bomber as our design. Less toughness, but so air groups. New York has 26, so half of 26 is 13. You know what? New York and Lexington are going to be sort of made to work together most. Air unit 13 will be torpedo bombers, and then new unit will be fighters. Add air unit 13 torpedo bombers, and then add air unit 13 fighters. Like, just for right now, that'll be our setup, although later on when we get like more carriers and stuff, I can then set like the carriers to be like all fighter carriers or something like that. Okay, the Reno has been commissioned, Flint has been commissioned, Ohio has been commissioned, and Oklahoma. North Carolina has, New Mexico and Wyoming are done. North Carolina, she's only come out but she's now going to have to go back in because she's going to be a full carrier conversion. Yeah, and it's having one of its moments. Okay, if I lessen the tabs I'm using, that may help. One thing I'm actually surprised about, we haven't actually got a battle ourselves yet. Like, we've seen battles go on between our allies, but we haven't actually had a battle ourselves. So, I don't know what is going to be going on, but yeah, this is the pain of having to deal with watching the VODs for YouTube viewers, that is. There we go. Weight saving on hull. Lake Catalina. Okay, we've lost the submarine. We've sunk 2 merchants to losing a submarine. Guess they'll find their courage in time, but... Ooh, we need subs. We need a whole bunch of subs. 2 batch of 12 in long range subs. So we are losing them. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of retired. And then we have 5 dead. Five dead, the most recent went down with Huron. Minneapolis will be completed in a turn. Build naval bases, and ships in service, North Carolina. Open the design for rebuild, auto carrier conversion. Our first dreadnought is now an aircraft carrier. T-turret. Okay, then I'll just take off dual purpose then. So yeah, we've already identified that she can't really go that fast, if I remember correctly. let's see if I bring her up to turbines. 8 6-inch guns. Five, 6, 7, 8 6-inch guns. Right. Oil turbines. Okay. 23 is the best the ship can go. Approved director. Ammo allowance is a bit on the low side. Okay. 170 additional armament. Let's get 68 currently. .40 aircraft. 20 fighters, 20 torpedo bombers. Yeah. T and S are casemate mounts, so casemates then T S. As per the hull design. Which those casemates will be gotten rid of once we know more about carriers, I'm going to assume. That goes into reconstruction. You're being scrapped because you're too far away from your sister ships. Alright, Minneapolis and then Oakland are coming out. I assigned them air... Oh no, I haven't assigned those two air groups. I assigned the New York's air groups. Hey, Dad! Range reliability. Yeah, I'm doing fine! North. For this extra turn, and then... the Prower is having condenser problems. Standard advanced superheater. Okay, so... Oh yeah, we should... I should have made sure of this. But yeah, everyone now that's, yeah, no one's very equipped. Oh yeah, I forgot we had a whole bunch of ships that weren't active. Alright, I'm going to design another new light cruiser because... We've got better light cruiser stuff. Right, 7,000 tons, that's like the minimum I'm going to allow these ships to be. We're going to add in a Q turret. Add that in as a single Q midships turret, then place the turret there, just behind the smokestack and before the torpedo tubes. Right. .33 knots. The 2-inch belt covering them. Forward centerline triple. Reposition just a slight bit back. Like so. Yeah, I'm happy with this ship. Let's take off a knot and then have 2 float planes. No, having the float planes is gonna mean we're gonna have to slow down, so take that off and go unit machinery instead. Unit machinery and a magazine box. .34 knots, and we'll just use some of the remaining weight on anti-aircraft. Yeah, 20 anti-aircraft guns. There we go. 94 tons. Okay, can't do a deck increase. Extended. Deck extended, bow extended. 0.5s. All okay. 2/3 of the rally design. Oakland is commissioned. Advanced superheater, which means then we're going to have to spend another turn signing the rallies, but I don't care. If it improves the ships, then go ahead. So yeah, I've realised that our Sonics and Chicagos, they can be converted to carriers because of their speed and stuff, so I'm going to say that we will carrier convert them after the Hurons are carrier converted, because the Hurons are more important carrier conversions. If you're talking about the North Carolina 4 carrier, yeah, I to be honest, don't want to really do UAD right now because I'm still a bit annoyed of it with the whole save wiping thing, and (17-inch quality -1). Better speed, better range. Yeah, the Constellated Fireball. Oh god, I hope the name doesn't come back to haunt. No, I was supposed to do redesign. Oh well. Let's lay down 6 of them. So we already know that the Catalina is better, so let's go off there, and after the floatplane scout we need a new fighter. Push to hard terms. They're derailed by a Hawk Party depth charge throwers, which means we can do more destroyers or update our current destroyers. Ural and trade protection. You all don't really have much doing right now, so additional armament. Let's get 4 depth charge throwers on, yeah? And then you have your wing turrets removed. Your wing turrets removed, your remaining turrets. Right. Dual purpose mains. Okay, you can't have dual purpose. Sorry. Fire control's not the best available. I don't care, it's a destroyer. Slightly overweight. How that can be removed is hell. How the extra weight can be removed is going to be moving the increased storage, and then we'll just add on a couple of light AA guns for self-defense purposes. Fire control not the best. This goes 25 tons. Okay. rebuild all of you guys for a couple of turns. "12 turns. Might as well just build new destroyers. I should have checked that. Give him safe passage. Close to mastering, close to mastering, close to mastering. Floatplane scouts. Yeah, the same on speed, toughness, and firepower. Oh, maneuverability and firepower is better. I mean, Boeing wins the contract. Okay, you are concerned about naval patrol. Okay, radar reliability. Yeah, literally the only better thing about the Cursus is a slightly better cruising speed. That's how much I trust the Boeing Seawolf, is that we are obsoleting the old one already. We need more destroyers, apparently. Okay. They want us to have new destroyers, but then we're building a whole bunch of destroyers. Yeah, we'll design a new destroyer. Why not? Yeah, you use the triple tubes. I want you to use the forward superimposing instead of superimposed X. I'll have to just make a B forward superimpose myself. And then reposition you there. And then place you there. There we go. Topside equipment is too heavy, crowded center line. Okay, topside equipment we can reduce down by reducing our anti-aircraft down to 6 tons. Yep. This is all legal. Let's go. Let's go with our new destroyers. And then pretty soon we can carry and convert the hero. A battle for once. I'll accept. Russia declines, we gain victory points. Good news. .40mm Bofors stuff. Naval patrol aircraft. Speed is the same, with cruise speed being a bit higher. No, just on the range. Just on the range. Yeah, nothing needs to be changed there, so build ship. Stuart class. 12 of you. Will immediately go into production. Gain disputed territories. Okay, Kamchatka. Kamchatka and Iceland. small economy boost there. Iceland and Kamchatka are ceded to us. Silicon is ceded to Japan. Ooh, okay. My prestige has taken a dent, apparently. But we win the war, we no longer have to worry about the Northern Pacific as a problem for us. Well, major problem, I'll say. Anyone in the Northern Pacific gets immediately moved to the west coast. All in that fleet as well. All off to the west coast. The Saratogas are immediately... Well, the Saratogas that can are being set to... the Hurons mothball immediately. Except for Friedrich, because they not in home waters. The Chicagos as well, mothballs. Sonic's reserves, because Sonic's and Minneapolis are going to reserves because they are sort of like the best we have ship-wise. Our carriers are staying active. Seaplane carriers, they're not really a thing needed anymore, as we got proper carriers. All destroyers, regardless of class, are going into mothballs. You guys are covering our foreign stations. You guys will also cover our foreign stations. The Hurons and Chicagos are obsolete. Yeah, next up for me would be carrier converting the Hurons. Convert the Hurons into a light carrier. Guns being 4-inch dual purpose. Let's put you 3-inch dual purpose. Make it so that it's more okay, replace machinery, oil turbines, you get 25. Okay, we can only go 24 maximum on these things. But yeah, the Huron class are now light carriers with they're gonna be fighter only carriers most likely. Because of the fact that they have such a low aircraft capacity, they're going to be fighter only carriers. Only complaint, fire control is not the best available. Okay, improved directed than 4-inch. okay, yeah. The Huron class will get rebuilt. The Chicago's be next, and the Chicago's, yeah, they're also going to be only carrier stuff. Right. All reserve. All reserve, under construction. All these old destroyers. They're 8 to 10 tons. Use your in 10 tons. Scrap immediately. And then the Hurons are going to be suspended as soon as they get into the stuff there. We can move on a turn with that. Right, so possibly the next person I want to go to war with would be France or Britain. But most likely with us, given the fact that we are in an alliance with Britain, it's most likely going to be France that we first go to war with. All reserve fleet, everyone that can actually be under a reserve fleet. Aircraft catapults. Needing patrol aircraft. This one range wise is the best, speed wise it's the best. Boeing again wins a contract. So yeah, we already know that the Fireballs by Constellated are better than their old stuff. You are being obsoleted immediately. Okay, the Saratoga class are being mothballed. Chicago's already in mothballs, but we're already in negatives. We'll reserve fleet destroyers, mothballs. All those guys can go into mothballs. It's gonna have to be Holden Constructions now. At least to this turn, I'm gonna halt all those guys and then only have Brooklyn be done for that. Yes, I'm focusing on destroyers, you idiots. Airbase at Reykjavik, yeah, just do that. Okay, then you guys are being halted for a couple of turns, at least. Yes, I am building and refitting destroyers. Just stop complaining, please. resume, and rally can resume. Rally in Tucson can resume of each of those classes, and then North Carolina has completed her rebuild to a carrier now. From the first dreadnought to the first proper carrier. No, Pueblo cannot be constructed. Ignore for right now. I will sort out her forces later. Dual gun mounts on CLs. That's good. Air groups. Add air unit. Torpedo bomber 13 and then fighters 13. Add air unit, torpedo bombers 13. Fighter units 13. Then North Carolina, add air unit 20 torpedo bombers, then add air unit 20 fighters, Chavo auto add aircraft, tent them. Change number to 12. And then we can add 6 more of these. Okay. Yeah, commissioned 21 submarines. That's good. I'll send a cruiser. Okay, we can resume construction there. And I'll resume rebuild on one of the Hurons, Louisville. Ten destroyers have finished their reconstructions. Entered service. For us, priority wise, next is new builds. Resume construction of one of the new build stuff there. Germany have got that. Okay. 3 turns, then our budget gets a whole boost to it, and I can Temporary setback and found the concept of internal belts, partial welding, weight savings and hull stuff. Right, resume the construction of the last of you guys. And resume the rebuilding of Frederick. At the Frederick. Brooklyn is commissioned. And then I'm going to do something a bit unprecedented and allow a few turns of the budget to increase. Battlecruiser Agincourt of a new class, 16-inch guns. Reliable hydrostatic pistols, go ahead. Turn here. Yes, okay, they want us to have more destroyers. Typical. So Jean the rebuild and then Chester and Charlotte are being scrapped. Actually, Memphis as well. Scrap. Frederick as well. We'll just carry on that. Louisville's rebuild and then that's it. Rebuild wise. So, next up for us will be designing a new battleship. Essentially a Montana about the speed. $42,500. Ship's hull form. No, actually, I'm not going to. Belt, I want a 12-inch belt, but I want speed at 28 knots. Ship is seriously overweight. Seeing as this is classed as a battle cruiser now, 10-inch and 29 knots, 15-inch guns, all okay. Topside weight's fine. 42,500 tons. Secondaries are 5-inch. Twins, auto place. Is that enough for 30 knots? If I go no for 30 knots, but then unit machinery. Right. Somewhere, someone's gonna have to produce something. My idea for reduction, light AA guns. 16, 10. 10, 10. 6, 6. We had tertiary guns? No. No tertiaries. Secondaries actually reduced down to 4. We can't actually dual purpose them though, so keep at 5-inch. Now this thing isn't going to be known as Florida. This thing is going to have the name of Intrepid. USS Intrepid is not going to be a carrier this time, it's going to be a battlecruiser. All okay, same finish. Yes, 4 turns. Like, battleship-wise, we're covered by the Finlands right now. Daihatsu barges, improvements, capacity stuff. Some officers are concerned we have too few destroyers. Tucson and Raleigh are commissioned. Let's reduce tensions of Brits. Yes, these guys all want maneuverability and firepower. Okay, build ships then. If they want more destroyers, I'll bring them 8 more destroyers. Louisville has completed her reconstruction, and Louisville will actually be the last of her. That's no concern to us. They've taken over the Dominican Republic. Double reduction gears, more efficient hull form. We are going to need to call back the design people. So really, of our planned Huron conversions, only Louisville made it to be converted. All the others were scrapped on the scrapyards. Intrepid, your design needs to be reworked immediately because we have better stuff for you, which means that additional stuff. Seaplane. Oh yeah, we have ability for seaplane stuff. Add an extra skill aircraft. No, add an extra put those 2 there and then get rid of the centerline mounted catapult. Mount you there, and then the seaplane hangars there. Come down the seaplane hangar, get craned onto those guys, and yeah. And we still have about 125 tons remaining, which can't go there. Can. Oh, that's magazine box. It's magazine box, 33 knots. Well, okay, yeah. Intrepid, it has had a full, massive redesign. Yes, I'm building more destroyers. Just shut up. Of course. You know what? Let's just get everyone off our backs. Another 12 destroyers. To the construction yards. And let's bring on another 12 submarines. As well. You're commissioned, Fresno's commissioned, Baltimore's commissioned. No, we can't risk leaking sensitive technologies. No, you're not as good as Boeing right now. Much as I hate to say that, as I don't really like Boeing as an aircraft company. I'm more of an Airbus guy. Ooh, I've noticed something we could do, and should be doing, is developing our shipyards. Idiot. I'm an idiot. The Chicagos are going to need refitting because of their age. So are the Saratogas, actually. And we're getting new battlecruisers on the way. I don't know. Don't mind, just use my desk as if it's a drum kit. Hydrogen. God. More stuff are going to be done there, but right. Saratogas, you guys are all going to need a rebuild. Open design for rebuild. So 12 inch, what can the 12 inch be rebuilt into? 16 inch is smaller for single guns, or go down to 8 inch and make you sort of a glorified armoured cruiser. Nah. Keep you with your 12 inch. Keep it with 12 inch twins. Improved director, increased elevation, replace of machinery for oil. Your hull form is okay. Your speed is okay. I'm not going to change your speed. Put your engines more to reliability. Move Y-turret and add in an superimposed X-turret. Crease, and then place you there, and then Y gets placed there. How's that? It won't allow me to put in X turret. Fuck you. Will you allow me 13? No. Right. 12. Additional armament. Clear those torpedo mounts. Clear those torpedo mounts. I know exactly what we're going to be doing instead. X, K and J. Yep. Then seaplane hangar. 3 of you guys for each placement. At least give these things some more usefulness to their stuff. Director for secondaries. There we go. Can't have more than 2 catapults. Right then. Delete X. 4 of you. Delete X and only 2 of you then. All okay. Save the Saratoga design. Saratogas will go into rebuilds. For 12 turns. The Intrepids are going to have to go for longer in reconstruction anyway, so yeah, I'll be fine with allowing the Intrepids to well, I'll be fine budget-wise for the Intrepids when they come around. And God, I should have done more dock size building again, because we're going to need to get larger hull size stuff for larger ships. That's a fact I'm going to have to deal with. We're going to need to get large dock size stuff. Tunnel belt for fighter prototypes. Lockheed. Developed an improved version. Go ahead with your improved version. Aircraft types. Obsolete you already, because got the lock. Oh no. No, I just realised the fatal flaw of the Lockheeds. And I chose Admiral Silent in his rush has realised the problem. Rework the design again. Because we've got more weight remaining. Had more weight remaining, but yeah, I've now changed that. Can we do quad turrets in this thing? We're overweight, but we can actually do the quad turrets, so conning tower 12-inch. How the hell did I allow such a good conning tower? 12-inch with a 3-inch top. Yeah, we're already all or nothing. Deck 2.5. And then let's reduce the contour a little further. And reduce rounds per gun back down, but then up those rounds per gun. Intrepid has gone in for another design revision. To be honest though, I think I could live with that design revision again. Because it then gives me more time to consider stuff for rebuilding to avoid obsolescence like the Chicago's. Now, knowing what the rebuild cost to carrier will be, I'm not going to carrier rebuild these guys. They're going to get oil, they're going to be 27 knots now. Approved director. Guns are getting updated to reflect the new, okay, so forward guns. If I bring down a 5-inch, I could triple turret these, but no. No. We don't have triple turrets on light cruisers. .28 knots. Secondary directors. Not developed. But we could have improved secondaries. Yes, more powerful 4-inch. Guns. There is casemates in this ship, and yeah, all okay. Hold on a second, no, we have more weight to kill off. We have a chance to turn the pages over. Can write where we want to write. We gotta make ends meet before we get much older. Q. Depth charge throwers are not on this type of ship. Mine rails, yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. Rebuild. Yes, I want to rebuild those ships there. Right. Base expansion is completed. Stockyard expansion. As I finally remembered that. We're currently using about 54,000 of our dockyard size. I think we can, there's more we can use. Quads. Gotta put on some music, which reminds me, did the Swedish, you mean? I didn't use, I haven't used Japanese music. Swedish, which was a Sabton. It got a copyright claim, but there was no like restrictions or anything on it. Cleveland's finished working up. Thank them, but we can't manage it with the budget, especially as we are demand that things be brought to justice. Destroyers that's 2,000 tons, aircraft carrying airships, although we are scrapping our airship pieces. Of course, you can work on that. So naval aviation is for airships lighter than air is that low. I'm going to remove our airship bases, coastal fortifications. Airship base at Reykjavik. And then the 2 airship bases at Dutch and New York are being demolished as well. Dockside improvement for 10 tons. Oh yeah, it was zoomed in on where the British have taken. I want to go to war with France next, because going to war with Russia has just gotten old and we've won a few times. Try Japanese. No. Right, by negotiating. One piece of arm for war. Intrepid is ready. One final design revision. One final revision is going to be not done. We're going to finally build the Intrepids. 4 of them. Intrepid, Franklin, Ticonderoga and Randolph are laid down, although immediately only Intrepid will be constructed for the next... I'm going to sort of do an alternate turn construction for each ship right now because of our current constructions. There's no doubt the meddling of France. Motor landing craft, 20-inch guns are a thing now, but we're not going to be using 20-inch guns at all for a while. Okay, next up is Franklin's 1 turn of construction, focusing. 3 destroyers are commissioned. They've had 4 revisions so far, and they're now finally being built. Internal upheaval. It's no concern to us of what Italy does in all forward guns. We haven't got a treaty disarmament thing yet, and I don't want one because it'd mean that we have to get rid of Intrepids, the Intrepids. So yeah, who on our list? The Paul Jones class. They are classed as obsolete, so open the design for a rebuild. It's essentially going to be at Slatney paint on. Slatney paint and be done. Slap on new paint for 2 turns, then you're no longer classed as obsolete, so... Yes, naval invasions have been a thing in Rule the Waves since Rule the Waves 2, at least. I haven't watched any Rule the Waves 1 stuff, but I think it was in Rule the Waves 1, so... That's all, and it's a sort of fair system. It's a lot better system than Dreadnoughts. Right, Ticonderoga gets construction resumed for a turn. Oh, meanwhile, we're doing more destroyers to stop the complaints from higher up. Well, the surviving members of the Chicago class are getting refit. Send a diplomatic note in the strongest possible language. Why did I two-turn again? Oh god, Intrepid is now a bit behind of her sister ships. All the Rule the Waves games are text-based. And sort of the idea with Ultimate Admiral was to do a 3D version of the Rule the Waves games, with what I've gathered. Use it to embarrass Spain. Okay, you're being halted, you're being resumed, and you get resumed. So Intrepid will then be held off on construction for a turn afterwards. And then we will hold construction and wait for us. Yes. Yes. That's essentially the only difference, is that Rule the Waves is an entirely text-based game, whereas Ultimate Admiral's got all like 3D elements. Me personally, playing them, right now Rule the Waves is better for me because Rule the Waves is a lot less buggy and saves don't get wiped and stuff. Cooperation between both our nations would be good. Yep. You get halted for a turn, and then this next turn, too few destroyers. You want 12 more destroyers. Commission 12 submarines. Austria, Hungary and Japan have signed an alliance. We're already in an alliance with Japan. Budget, why not? Resume construction of all 4 ships now. Our dock size upgrades are going to be done anyway soon, so we can just... Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot more boring on a viewer sort of standpoint, unless you're in a battle. Which I do apologise about that, but... Our sworn enemy of Russia is behind on stuff that they're asking us, their sworn enemy, for technology we had gotten many, many years ago. Okay, so we have our Free Finland class here. Yes, I know, and I haven't been able to set up a dark mode thing for it at all. And it's sort of messing with my eyes. That's like the only downside of this game, because I status, we only have a few admirals that are dead. Went down, killed by a conning tower hit, went down, and went down. Yeah. We took Kamchatka off the Russians as well as Iceland off the Russians. Yes, the Russians had Iceland. Don't question Rule the Waves logic. Okay. 12 more destroyers, they said. 12 more destroyers, 12 more destroyers. Okay, we'll build you 12 more destroyers. No. And then move your mounting there. Move your mounting. Oh god, Q is there, so that's P there. Move your mounting a little further forward. And then C, move you a little further. Yep. Forward and then Q. P again. There. They want a new destroyer for depth charge things. They get a new destroyer for depth charge things. Dangerously top heavy. Okay. Save design. Take up a turn. Go ahead. Unconventional hulls. Something like the Freedom class. You're gonna have to enlighten me on Freedom class. Well, it was in a restricted area and sort of carelessness in the crew. Well, bearing in mind, we've essentially got already our own Super Atlanta in the form of the, no, not Super Atlanta, a Super Montana in the form of the Intrepid class. No, I don't know the Freedom class. Was it some sort of like, was it that slow battleship design that, most modern floatplane scout is 3 years old. Range and reliability. Okay, we could build ships up to 45,000 tons. Colonial crisis in Russia's. We are not ready for a war. Spend time building more stuff there. Okay, so we can design our own light carrier. We're going to have our first purpose-built light carriers. How's this design-wise? Error. Too many secondary guns. Okay, we can't dual purpose. We can dual purpose our secondaries and keep them at 3-inch. .34 aircraft. Same finish, yeah. Charger. USS Charger will be, oh, Littorio Combat. Aluminium hulls. Oh. Excellent idea. And then Baltimore wins it. One of our old, outdated ships wins it. So yeah, the Saratogas have recently been rebuilt. Next on the rebuild list should be the Corvettes. So put those 13 Corvettes to Foreign Station, and you guys get just you paint and rebuild, and then back to Foreign Station with you afterwards. Insufficient ships on foreign stations. I didn't put you a colonial, did I? Okay, let's put the Paul Joneses. Oh god, no, it's gonna have to be you, some of you guys to Foreign Station. No, actually, we've got 2 Chicagos that have got Foreign Station duty in their blood because they actually have quarters that can use. Yes, we should extend our security agreement with the British. Triple turrets and CLs. No design rework is needed. Let's start the construction of Charger and her sister ship, which we haven't really given a proper name to. I can't pronounce it anyway. I know the Littoral combat ships, I just forgot their class names because of how much I go into. But yeah, I know what you mean of the Littoral combat ships. Fascist coup has taken over Italy. Right. And we should be concerned? I don't know. We shall not involve ourselves in this. Dual gun mounts on destroyers. Lockheed, we've got a better version of our fighter. Okay. So now our corvettes there are completed. They will be going back to their foreign station duties. 3/4-inch twin mounted. Speed is better, firepower, maneuverability is worse. All these designs are worse than the Boeing Seawolf. We can develop medium bombers, bomb load, toughness. Bomb load and toughness. Then staff class, back to foreign station. Then the 2 Chicago class ships here. Guys, back to the active fleet. You move to the American West coast. Then you move to the South Pacific because we've got the Philippines there. I just remembered. No, we actually don't have anything there. It's Southeast Asia. Oh well, I'll move them. I'll move them back to the Central Pacific. To contain the violence. Okay, so we're in 1924 right now. Got Intrepids coming out in just under 2 years. Trevor Franklin, Ticonderoga, and Randolph. Right, let's design a new light cruiser using the new twin mountings available on them. Wait, do we have triple mountings on them? No, we don't. And then let's add in an X turret. Add in an X and then move Y more sternward. Like so. Then 4-inch dual purpose with director firing, unit machinery, and as the wise man known as Tortuga says, whenever you're at 0 weight, you don't change a thing. Like, whenever you're at 0 weight, you know you got a good ship. These things are going to be the New Amsterdam class. After the area of New Amsterdam, I believe that was an area in New York. Dangerously heavy, reduce. Okay. Put the U-Bats twin mounts then and also place those twin mounts. Right, we are only just one light AA gun away from that. All okay. The New Amsterdam class is going to be put under development for 2 turns. And then in 4 turns time we shall have enough destroyers that they'll stop complaining as we don't have enough. This sensitive technology can't be given to a potential enemy. Temporary setback in lightweight. Improved electric engines and submarine tech. Right. We've got no new techs, so yet, at least. Well, at least with this game, it also has a design developmental period, which means that you can go and do design revisions if you get new techs, unlike Ultimate Admiral, where your design and laying down is within the same turn. Which then means if you get any new techs during the sort of period, it's like, damn it, I've already designed the ships. Where in this game, most of the time, it's, we can just wait till next turn then and then add in the new stuff. Yeah. New Amsterdam, nothing really much was added, so 8 of you guys are being laid down. And our budget can last at least 2 turns, so your voice, try to understand it, make a noise and make it clear. We're not gonna sit in silence, we're not gonna live with fear. Everyone that can go to reserve fleet has gone to reserve fleet. We will only mobilise everyone once a war begins. Not before. Once. Right, Sonic class are going to need rebuild. Because they are reaching obsolete. Status. They've reached obsolete status since their last refit, so... New medium bomber prototypes are ready. You're good in speed, but range... Grumman. Grumman are the winners. And then they crash the prototype. Finland are now independent. Okay, so the Sonic class, which have yet to actually see any sort of service. Right, some reintroduction. Oh yeah, fire control, fire control. Approved director, all okay. Yep, Sonics are gonna get their 1925 rebuild, a refit. Okay, so this turn now represents the last of the destroyers being commissioned and built. The fastest I've been able to make a ship go so far is in the 30s of knots. Range and reliability. But I think we could try and get like a 40 knot ship or something, but maybe not, I don't know. So, the Intrepids are 15 to 14 months away, with Intrepid herself being the one that's 15 turns away. So they're officially known as the Intrepid class, but probably if we're going off by ship first launched, it's most likely going to be something like Ticonderoga class or Randolph class or the Franklin class. Or it could be a class like the New Orleans. The initial ship and the class was initially known as the Astoria class, but then Astoria gets very savagely blown up at Savo Island. Well, it gets sunk there, not blown up, but sunk. And so they changed the class name and then used Astoria as a Cleveland class name. 6 cruisers have finished reconstruction. Muzzle philosophy. We can now build purpose-built large carriers. Yeah, go ahead, seeing as I've got no other torpedo bombers for you to compare to on the list of stuff. Coastal fortifications. Oh yeah, the old Olympia class that all got sunk, scrapped, or museumed in 2 cases. French Battlecruiser Biard. 1924 design, and it's using sort of like the Lion stuff. Triple turrets and light cruisers. Okay, we get them while the new Amsterdams are still in construction. Great. Right, next turn. Right, we're gonna have to put the Kentuckys in for a rebuild with their 14-inch guns. Kentucky, Yorktown, Fleetwood, and Essex are going to need to go into rebuild. Now, interesting story for why Battlecruiser Fleetwood's got its name Fleetwood is because it was originally United States. Excuse me. But I'm sort of one of those admirals who doesn't want the embarrassment of a ship named after their own country being sunk, so I decided to change the name, and Fleetwood was the first thing that came to my head. And I could have added a certain other thing at the end, more specifically Mac, but nah. Okay, so we're closing in on the Chargers coming out, and we're closing in on Intrepids. Like, there's only just a year till the last of the Intrepids come off the dockyards. So our current dock capacity is dock capacity is 427,000 tons, but maximum ship size we can build is 48,500 tons. Now, I don't know whether or not that would be tonnage enough for us to build a design I've been cooking up in my head, but let's see. Let's see if we can get an 18-inch armed battleship. Seeing as we've already got quad 15s with the Intrepids already, why not just go straight to an 18-inch ship? And then again though, what is our 18-inch quality at? Because 18 inches is all fun and everything, but if it's quality, let's say, -1, then no. Yeah, Rule the Waves is doing this thing again. At least with Rule the Waves, I know it's not gonna crash. So yeah, those 6 turns out. The Saratogas, they're gonna have to go into rebuild before they get obsolescence. Director dual purpose. Director dual purpose. The machinery doesn't need replacing. What can I rebuild you guys into? Not much. No, wrong class, wrong class, wrong class. No, the Kentuckys, not the Saratogas. Open design for rebuild, Kentuckys. So 14-inch. I can rebuild 18 inches smaller for single or 10-inch triples. No, they're not at the point in their history yet where they will be made into glorified armoured heavy cruisers. 4-inch dual purpose, mountings, improved director, the Kentuckys can be reclassified as battleship. Okay. Or reclassify the Kentuckys as a battleship. So yeah, we have good stuff there. $100 per gun there. Can we go more than 24? No, we can't. Oh, increased elevation. Got that. Okay. Let's rebuild the Kentuckys. Yes, I want to rebuild all 4 Kentuckys. All at once. Split plate scout prototypes. Yeah. Lockheed has proven that we can beat the old originals. Float plane scout wise, we'll keep the Seawolves in service right now. Turbo electric drives. Because I know we're going to have design revisions galore on this thing, let's begin the construction of our next battleships. They're going 18 inches and going to 48,500. Let's quad everything. Magazine box set, unit machinery. Admiral Silent has gone mad with ship design stuff already. He has gone mad. Mad, I tell ya. Quad 18s. Quad 18s. Quad 18s. Quad 18s. Yeah. Let's go slightly less mad, but still mad. Quad 17s with a Q turret. No. Delete that turret entirely. Just 17s, but then bring us up to a speed in which we can actually somewhat decently sail at. 28 knots. No, you're not changing this to a battlecruiser. Quad 17s. Now this thing, I wouldn't mind United States. As the name for it. And they are continuously saying class as battle cruiser. I think this isn't a battle cruiser because anyone insane enough to think that this is a battle cruiser are insane to think this is a battle cruiser. Right, additional stuff here, catapult, amidships, and a aircraft for it. Graphics. So I want to classify this as a battle cruiser. This 48,000 ton monstrosity is a battle cruiser. 27, and you will class as battleship. Okay. 27 will give you a 14-inch belt. 13 5-inch belt. Yeah. Sounds about right. 27 knot, quad 17s. Let's go. And with the design stuff, changes and everything, I don't think the United States design will be active in building until after Intrepid and her sisters are completed. Because, yeah, we have got an insane design though. 5-inch secondaries, 24 of them. Tertiaries, I don't remember how many. 27 knots and quad 17-inch guns. We are overpowering our battleships. And we've got a somewhat decent belt. Of 13.5 inches. All or nothing as well. Sudden slump. Concept of improved quads. Please get that concept done quickly, because we can then use that in the United States. Our 48,500 ton behemoths. France has had their naval expenditure. By all means, Japan, we have good relations with you, so... Right, the Charger class is out this turn. Carry a light Charger. Lightweight fittings, improved watertight hatches. Okay, naval patrol, range and reliability. We need to rework the design. We've got some weight savings. And the reworking is a couple more of those. No, actually. See if we can get full 14-inch belt with extendeds of 1 inch. And a half. No, let's focus on extendeds. 1.5 inches and deck extendeds 1 inch. For conning tower, a 12-inch. And turret tops of 3.5 inch. Save, yep. Chargers group won't be assigned yet. Cruiser Corporation of Japan. Oh, we've already seen Biard. Advanced preheater. I'll say this though. At least our right. Auto add aircraft, and then copy the air group, paste the air group into your sister ship. There. Okay. Let's move on another turn. And then this next turn we'll be building stuff. No. Quintupled turrets, to my knowledge, are not in this game. Yep. Diesel engines. Oh god, the United States are going to have to be, again, put into, a rebuild. Well, a redesign. God, France wants a war with us. Okay. Build up, subs, long range subs. Let's get 4 more long range subs under construction. But yeah, we're going to be fitting diesels to our new ships, as diesel engines are a thing now. Send a strong force. Reload for deck mounted. 19-inch turrets. We're at a state of war with the French. Okay then. Set invasion target there. And let's, ships in service, mobilize everyone to active. And then we are immediately going to move you guys to the Caribbean. Oh, trade protection, trade protection, trade protection. Sways, trade protection, and all the Paul Jones class as well to trade protection. Okay. Next turn, convoy defense. We can't actually contest that because we need to we need ships in Northern Europe, don't we? Yeah, here comes our Britain make excuses. Got more weight savings. It's not going to add a 28th knot, but it's going to add some more extended belt and extended deck. For a slight reduction in secondary shells. Say finish, all okay. 4 turns and more refitting. Of more stuff there. Okay, we'll send the older prowers to Northern Europe. Northern Europe alongside some of our new shore class. You'll be moved to Northern Europe. Cruiser action. With our only one light cruiser, the Juno, which is an old Chicago, so unknown ship sighted. It's over there. That's on the scouts. Objectives, it's a scenario, so we don't actually have an objective here, just that we have enemies to attack and we will begin attacking them. Okay, let's see how Juno is doing already. Juno has taken a hit, but that is superficial from the looks of it. Oh, it was superficial. Juno is still okay. The hell are you doing? Squad max. That's how they were getting away in the first place. We weren't going at our maximum speed available. Well, they're carrying on getting away, but French have no ships left at sea, and it's a draw with us getting slightly more damage to them than they to us. Auto-move submarines and maybe go unrestricted as soon as we can. Intrepid herself is in the Navy. 63 ships have completed their stuff. Uncertain. Oh god, there goes Stockton. Right. Uncertain, eh? Send the carriers. Send the carriers to the Caribbean. Alongside Ranger. East Coast stuff. All of you guys are getting moved to the Caribbean. You guys are also getting moved to the Caribbean. Alongside Delaware. Convoy attack, French decline. Convoy attack, I don't decline. France hasn't declined. Okay, this time remember my ship speeds. Oh. This time, run. It's my, Corvettes. Run. Squad max and just run. 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 Your Corvettes, you're not meant to be doing this. Normally, but... oh god, let's just... fastest game speed possible. Let's just move ourselves away. Back to your cruise speed. Oh yeah, France has Norway. I forgot about that because the pro-French coup. Hey, you guys can start making your way back to Reykjavik. So yeah, France got the victory because they had a whole bunch of their transports survive. Those guys have completed their reconstructions, new naval patrol aircraft prototypes. The Curtis. What are you doing on the South American East Coast? No, you're to Northern Europe. Oh, you're having to go around to get to there. Kentucky's. We'll send the Chicagos. And the New Yorks. And we'll send as escorts those guys. Okay, we blockade them. Okay. So the United States Design Study is there. Battle and support of land combat. Unable to challenge our forces, we gain victory points. Our technology sharing with Britain has ended. Little help that gave us, actually. Britain has joined us in our war. Rework the design because there's new diesel engine. Okay, no. No reworks then. Build the 4 United States class battleships that we will be building. And let me guess, they're unable to challenge. No, they are able to challenge. Action with light forces. We get to see some of our destroyers in action. So your Stuart class, and right, you're all of Stuart class. So to be honest, I don't think you guys have a really good track record for survival. Right. I think we've done enough. Let's head home. To a home. San Juan. No ships left at sea. We both lost a destroyer and just the French one. Okay. Question mark? Cut. No. Unreliable and sluggish. Craft types. Dauntless, obsolete immediately. Boeing has the better plane. Let me guess. France, unable to challenge. We'll contest our ships. Give it maximum publicity. Let's go unrestricted. Let's go unrestricted and let's design us a new... Let's design us an AMC for raiding duties. Maybe. No, actually. No. What I'm going to design is a proper fleet carrier. All okay. Go ahead and take the full turns you need. French Navy declined. Okay, pre-battle mining operations. Okay, so they don't accept a battle with us, but near their home waters, but they do with us in our home waters with 2 battle cruisers. Bearing in mind they are old, but catapult launch float planes. Run until the enemy gets spotted. Unknown ships sighted down there. Right on. Right on then. Everyone begin making your presence known to the French. Squad Max. Squad Max. That way. Alright. Cleveland is one of the rally class light cruisers. So yeah, Cleveland is sort of like our last single turreted light cruiser. Oh, what did... Oh God. Cleveland, Cleveland, Cleveland. You were to head back to Pensacola immediately. You are heading to the Pensacola Naval Yard and ensure that your ship survives. Ranger and Constitution have got this. Right, Tucson. You're to also head to the Pensacola Naval Yard because you're being now unnecessarily fired upon. We should hopefully be following the demand of go to Pensacola Naval Yard. They got hit by a few more torpedoes. So we had losses 0 for them losing one of their battle cruisers. Battle of Mobile Bay. St. Louis is commissioned to the Navy. 3 ships are finished their working up. Okay. They gave the Antilles to the British. Of course, you can see the Langley design. You know what this means. We tick off Britain at as many points as we can till war. East Coast, and that'll be everyone there, back to the East Coast. All reserve. Not again. You have nothing to fear from the Russians. Yep. Update version of the Lucky Duck. I shouldn't have ended that war. Because the harsh peace deals wasn't actually that harsh. EDOT's completed. Which means now we have 51,000 tons of buildable shipping. That's okay, I guess. Rework design, there's been machinery savings. And then delete the aft wings. Delete the aft wings and colonial service then. Yeah. Yep, take an extra turn, but it'll be a turn well spent to batsmen to our aggro carriers. Two of them. Connecticut is going to be halted. He ruined the engines on Mob Prower. The bastard. Commission for submarines. Let's try out something new. Good thing our officer's dead list is still only on 5. Hopefully we'll keep it like that. We weren't given a commanding officer. I'm sure Columbia will get a commanding officer shortly. See? Okay, so those two need to catch up with Illinois at least, and then Colorado is going to be held off until everyone else is caught up with her. And then the United States is now having a moment of construction delay happening to her. Advanced Director. Yeah, go ahead. Thank God for that. Make him a national hero as well. "12-inch quality 1. That's save you for the prowlers, who are turning obsolete already. Right. 6 turns, but Advanced Director. Okay, that's new. I thought the prowlers had twins, but no, they had triples, and then they had old wing turrets that were trimmed. Yeah. So I was thinking. I've gone mad. Oh. Yep. All okay for the prowlers. All okay, all okay. Yep, 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 yep. Rebuild. Thank you. The old California, she's going to need to be rebuilt for a lot of better stuff. Her machinery is going to be replaced again. Her main guns are going to be reduced down. She can't be brought any faster, so let's add her a catapult forward. Then place the mount sort of there, there. Then her air cap can't be increased. She gets her equipment replaced with diesel engines. We have developed flight deck catapults. Right then. That catapult idea then, and below 24 knots. Okay. We need some medium AA anyway. I just realised that. Yeah. Light Carrier California is going in for a rebuild. So are my prowlers. Huron, you're not an applicable ship to use, right, as a carrier any longer. Wyoming's... Nope. Scrap them. Scrap them, scrap them, scrap them. Scrap them and disband their air groups. By all means, light cruise canal be 10,000 tons. Yes. Durability, firepower. Go ahead. Next turn, and that's going to be the end of the stream. Hope you all enjoyed. Sound service going silent.